Welcome to the Culture Compute Podcast, Learning in the Digital Age. From the University of Massachusetts Amherst, I am Sai Karupali, your host and a learning sciences researcher here at the College of Education at UMass Amherst. In our rapidly evolving digital landscape, the intersections of culture, technology, and education are becoming increasingly complex and fascinating. As we navigate this new terrain, we are constantly discovering innovative ways to enhance learning experiences and adapt to the challenges posed by artificial intelligence. In each episode of this podcast, I delve into groundbreaking research that illuminates these intersections by exploring how they shape our educational experiences in the digital age. Today, we will be examining two intriguing studies that highlight the evolving nature of learning and assessment in the age of AI. But before we dive into our main discussion, I have some exciting announcements to share with our listeners. First, I am thrilled to inform you about two upcoming presentations at the MassQ Fall Conference 2024 to be held in Foxborough, Massachusetts. We will be hosting a poster session titled On Device AI in Education, a privacy first open source alternative to cloud based AI. In this session, we will address the growing concerns about data privacy in AI assisted education. We will be showcasing how on device AI can provide powerful educational tools while maintaining user privacy. This is particularly relevant as more educators express hesitation about using cloud based AI due to security concerns, especially data privacy. I am collaborating with Will Lee and Rinchen Carr, who are both researchers from the University of Massachusetts Amherst. Secondly, along with my colleagues Robert Malloy and Sharon Edwards, I will be presenting an ED talk which is titled Using Your Own AI Chatbot for Math Learning. This will be our fourth time presenting at MassQ, and we are excited to share our latest insights on integrating AI into mathematics education. I would also like to extend my heartfelt congratulations to all the high school participants of the Upward Bound Educational Intervention Program from Springfield's High School of Commerce. These students have shown incredible dedication in their participation of the Wearable Learning Computing Education Program. Furthermore, I am currently working with the high school students from New Jersey and some from Springfield, Massachusetts, who are attending the Massenburg STEM Institute's summer camp at UMass. These students are engaging with our wearable learning computing curriculum, designing educational math games for mobile phones. Both the Upward Bound and Massenburg programs aim to enhance participants' computational thinking and math literacy skills. Now let's turn our attention to two fascinating research papers that shed light on the changing landscape of education in our AI driven world. Our first paper comes from Lithuania from the Kaunas University of Technology, where researchers are pioneering the use of eye tracking technology in mathematics education. This groundbreaking study reveals how eye tracking can provide unprecedented insights into students' cognitive processes as they solve mathematical problems. Some of the key findings from this research include that eye tracking allows researchers to observe a student's attention shifts and cognitive processes without interfering with their actual problem solving procedure. The technology can identify which steps of problem solving are most challenging for students just by observing their eye. By analyzing eye tracking data, teachers can develop more effective teaching methods and students can adopt better learning strategies. This method could be used to optimize the layout of teaching material on the screen, ensuring that crucial information captures students' attention. The implications of this research are profound. By gaining a deeper understanding of how students process mathematical information visually, we can create more personalized and effective learning experiences. This research also aligns perfectly with our podcast's theme of leveraging technology to enhance education in culturally responsive ways. Now let's shift our focus to another study that highlights the rapid advancement of AI in education. Researchers from the University of Reading in the UK have conducted a groundbreaking study on AI generated exam answers. In a rigorous blind test using real life university examinations, they found out that ChatGPT generated answers were undetected in 94% of the cases on average and achieved higher grades than real student submissions. Some of the key findings from their study includes that the test was conducted across several undergraduate psychology modules, and this was the largest and most robust blind study of its kind to challenge human educators in detecting AI generated content. These findings also raise important questions about the future of educational assessment in this AI age. These results serve as a wake up call for educators worldwide. As AI continues to advance, we must reconsider our approaches to assessment and the very nature of learning itself. How do we ensure academic integrity while also preparing students for a world where AI is an integral part of the knowledge work? Both of these studies highlight the rapid convergence of culture, education, and technology in our AI driven world. The eye tracking study by Professor Klizine et al. Shows how technology can help us understand and improve traditional learning processes, while the AI generated exam study by Professor Scarafe et al. Forces us to confront the challenges and opportunities presented by advanced AI in education. As we navigate this new landscape, we must consider several important questions. First, how can we harness technologies like this eye tracking to create more inclusive and effective learning experiences across diverse cultural contexts? I am interested in observing how children from India behave when they are using this eye tracking technology, and if it's any different from children using the same technology but based in the United States. Second, in a world where AI can produce high quality academic work, how do we define the goals of education and assessment? Third, how can we ensure that technological advancements in education benefit all learners, regardless of their cultural and socio-economic backgrounds? These studies remind us that we are at a pivotal moment in the history of education. The convergence of culture, technology, and learning is reshaping our educational landscape in ways we are only beginning to understand. As educators, researchers, and lifelong learners, it is our responsibility to critically engage with these changes, ensuring that we harness the power of AI and other education technologies to create more equitable, effective, and culturally responsive learning experiences for all. As we continue to explore these fascinating intersections in future episodes, I encourage you, my listeners, to reflect on how these changes are impacting your own learning experiences or teaching practices. How can we collectively shape the future of education in this AI driven world? Something to think about. The Culture Compute podcast, Learning in the Digital Age, is produced from my home in Amherst, Massachusetts, in the United States. I am Sai Garupali, your host and producer of this podcast. Our theme music was composed by Liborio Conti. This project is my personal endeavor, managed and produced entirely by myself, drawing upon my extensive experience with education technology and digital media skills. You can find this and future episodes by subscribing to the Culture Compute podcast wherever you get your podcasts. If you have a question or would like to suggest a topic or just want to reach out, you can email me at sgarupali@umass.edu, which is also in the show notes. You can also email me a voice memo of you asking your question, and you might get your voice heard on air. In this podcast, I only review open access articles in an attempt to promote open science. Thanks for joining me, and I will be back next time exploring more intersections of culture, technology, and learning in our digital age.